just walked past. I thought, you know, what I saw on Twitter, you know, Johnny just left, you just walked in. You know, that'd be a nice little next little dance, right? I thought we were.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. You know, I think Johnny know I respects him. He respects me. There's no. We talked about this UFC. I forget what the 20th anniversary. He's like, man, you coming for me next? You know, I'm not really coming for anybody. I'm coming for the world title. I'm coming to be the best in the world. You know, a lot of guys want a title shot. I don't want a title shot. I want an opportunity to prove I'm the best fighter in the world. I believe I am. I believe I'm the strongest. I believe I'm the fastest. I believe I'm well-rounded. And you know, I don't know if it fits in his time plan or makes sense for what he has in his future. But it's nothing personal. It's not that I'm calling him out or I don't like him because he knows how I feel about him. But you know, he might be the person that gets me to the title shot. And that's all I want.
Was that a worry for you when they told you how long you were going to be out, that your weight was going to be something you had to control?
No, you know, I knew I was going to be out. If I wouldn't have broken my foot, you got to realize that I'm not Donald Cerrone. I fight fights that make sense, and the reason why he hasn't fought for a world title yet is because that dude, I mean, I love it, and I love watching it, and I think you guys do as well, but it doesn't particularly put you in a position to fight for a world title. So for me personally, I wouldn't have fought before July or August anyway. You know? So I wasn't really worried about the time. You know, I got a new daughter, and you know, I would have been out doing movies. I've been out, you know, helping guys. I've been training. So the time that I needed to be home with my family, my son, my wife, my new daughter, I think God had something, you know, bigger and planned for me, and it worked out perfectly.
What's a name out there? Who makes sense for you, like for your comeback fight?
I think me and Johnny is a good fight. You know, really, to be honest, I really don't see a ton of other fights that make a lot of sense for me right now. You know, if you think about 1, 2, and 3, the champions fighting the number 2 guy, the number 1 guy just came off a victory against Matt Brown. I'm the number 3 guy, the number 4 guy's fighting Thiago Alves. The number 5 guy is the guy that lost Johnny. So if you look at it, as a lot of fights don't make a ton of sense. You know, it's a small cluster of guys right at the elite level. And I feel like if I'm gonna risk it, man, I want to roll the dice and, you know, throw all the marbles in there. Why am I gonna fight like a number 10 rank or a number 15 rank guys that's gonna probably be as equally as tough as some of these top guys? You know, I want to be able to know that a victory is gonna secure me a spot to prove I'm the best in the world.
That's kind of the tough spot you're in right now, that high top 10, because depending on who has a fight, who's injured, who's actually available, there's a chance that there might not be any fights that make sense for you, that you'll have to take something that's kind of a lose-lose, someone that's not ranked or ranked below you. I mean, would you take a fight just to keep busy?
I can wait as well.
How long would you be willing to wait?
I'm not willing to wait forever, but I don't think I have to. I think, you know, like you said, people get injured, and it can also mean that I'm available. So, you know, it's not always a bad thing. If it's bad for that person, you know, I don't want to wish any injury upon anyone. But I think that being patient, you know, sometimes you want to go out there and you want to fight this guy, you want to fight that guy. Then what if you go out there and lose that fight? And now, you know, I've already had a quote-unquote number 1 contendership fight. I can't put myself in a position and not be prepared and not be ready and not seize the moment, because I'm gonna have to do that all over again. You know, nobody wants to like Matt Brown. Came up fighting Robbie Lawler, lost. Came up fighting Johny Hendricks, lost. Do you guys really want to see him quickly do that again and be in a number 1 contendership fight? So the next time I get that opportunity to fight one of those guys, I want to be ready and I want to win. I want to go to the next level.
Is it too early to kind of give yourself a timeline of what month you'd like to fight, or is it you got to wait till that boot comes off before you kind of decide?
This boot, between me and you, this boot's been off. I'm just keeping it on because you guys got the camera on. I want my doctor and my wife to kick my butt. But I feel better actually walking in tennis shoes because I can, my dorsiflexion, I can move forward. When you have a broken bone, applying weight to your foot is good. It makes the bone stronger and more dense. It's not going to injure it. It's healed. It's probably stronger than it was before I broke it. So for me, I told the UFC July. I told them late July. I told them early August. I said, if you make me a fight that makes sense, I get that butt back there, you know, by UFC 189, and that's when I was talking about Johnny Hendricks. So I haven't heard back. I haven't heard yes, but I haven't heard no. So with me, I'm just staying positive and seeing what happens.
Are you happy with the ranking systems right now? Do you think they're accurate?
I don't know if we really need them. what are we happy for? You got the same guys fighting for the world title over and over again. Why do we need a ranking system? What does it mean? You got a guy that is fit in our division who's never been beat a top 10 guy in his life. How are you fifth and you lost to Dong Young Kim, and how's he ninth? He's beating you and Nate Diaz and everybody else. So I'm not knocking the system. It kind of gives you guys a just where we're sitting at, and it makes good when you match some fights up and you see the number on the side of them. But in actuality, it's really seizing the moment, getting an opportunity, fighting, and winning those fights.
It's all about competition for you. It's never really about beef. But what could be some of the most disrespectful things that somebody could do to really get you upset, to make you want to fight them?
Well, I don't want to really say that because somebody will have the nerve to try it. It's never about beef for me. I was just talking to Johnny not too long ago, and I've been petitioning for a fight against him. One thing that I think there's very few guys in the sport. I think Carlos Condit, well, not in the sport, in our weight class. Carlos Condit, I think Johny Hendricks, I think myself. We understand it's a competition. We understand that we're trying to provide for our families, and it's a big pay discrepancy between being a world champion and being a top fighter. There's no joke about that. So why wouldn't you want to put yourself in a position where you can change your family's life and put yourself in where you're more economically stable and more job security in the UFC? So that's the ultimate goal. So it's nothing personal. Somebody would have to do something to say something towards my family or my kids. They'll see the side they want to see. They'll see some of the Ferguson come out.